I could very easily have far more followers, far more views on YouTube, on Instagram, across all of social media. I could go viral if I shared my bad habits, if I shared my bulimia, if I shared my binge eating, if I chose to stay within those patterns and make mukbangs and food challenge videos. But I couldn't live with myself knowing the impact that that's having on the health of others, deciding that it's okay to do that, then the health of harming a ton of animals, harming ourselves, harming the environment. When we give up on ourselves, we give up on the world. We have to be the change we wish to see in the world, and I can see how someone would be so overwhelmed by this and so saddened by it that they get stuck in just continuing to escape that heavy burden, that heavy feeling, to not process their emotions by eating processed foods instead of eating fruits that allow your feelings to flow. It'd be terrifying to put down the food, despite not feeling fulfilled no matter how full you feel. Because no matter how stressed they get, well, they go to food to feel better, and then it makes them more stressed. But once you realize that you can live in a light reality that you want to be present in, you're able to put down the addiction. You're able to realize that you don't need freedom with food, you need freedom from food. You don't go and get freedom with an addiction, you get freedom from addiction. Freedom is not life with an addiction, freedom is life free of your addiction, including food addictions. If you want help to find freedom from fake food and with real food, check the links in my bio. I'm here to support you along with a community of like-minded individuals so that we can work on every aspect of holistic health that starts with the food and doesn't end there. Recovery is not about the food you eat. It's about all the things that life has when you eat the right foods that support a life that you love even more than any food. The majority of people that have eating disorders actually eat too much, like if they have bulimia or binge eating disorder, versus the few that may have anorexia and restrict. Because often the people with anorexia actually do have binge eating and bulimia as well. Maybe they binge then restrict or overexercise or purge to compensate so they still stay lean, but they're always obsessed with and thinking of food. This isn't always because of being underweight that they're so food focused, because for me, that same obsession still stayed no matter what weight I was, because you can be malnourished whether you're super underweight or very overweight if you're not eating not only enough food but also the right foods, whole foods with enough nutrients, vitamins, minerals, fats, carbs, proteins, everything that our body needs. You cannot tell how healthy someone is by their weight, by how much they eat, by what they eat, or by their level of fitness. It's not a look. The thing about the all-in version of recovery is it's so close to the truth, right? Because it's super important to go all in with food to recover, but you gotta do it with natural foods, because honestly, if we eat intuitively as much as we desire of the standard American diet, anybody is going to get fat. If you physically eat till you're full on that food, it is so calorie dense that you are just not going to be very healthy. So that is not the solution, like even if you're in recovery, because it's just not going to be very sustainable. However, when you eat our natural food, when you eat fruit, you can literally eat as much as you desire and you will reach a natural healthy weight, whether that means you have to gain weight or whether that means you have to lose weight at first. And you'll also have the energy to put on healthy muscle mass and to have a healthy mindset and to have healthy emotions and have healthy social life and finance and spirituality. So it literally unlocks the door to all other aspects of holistic health, because recovery isn't only about the food. Recovery is about enjoying your food, enjoying your meal, and then enjoying the time after the meal, enjoying your life. Recovery is not a diet either. Recovery is your holistic well-being. And in order to access that, in order to truly be healthy and fully alive, you gotta eat living foods. And you gotta naturally be nourished and nurtured by nature. A fruit diet completely is the thing that became the revelation that completely transformed my existence.